In chapter 15 of Rhythmic Lead Guitar, I talk a little bit about doing your own transcriptions and analyzing solos. And I want to just touch on that a little bit deeper today. So I have, what have I got? I've got myself over here. I've got a song I want to work on. It's a Pat Martino tune. So it's kind of fast, but with the transcription software, we can slow it down. I'm using Transcribe with an exclamation point at the end. I'll try to put a link to this software. I really recommend it. I've been using it every day for 25 years, whenever it came out. So here's the song. And as it goes along, I'm going to put in markers. All you have to do is tap a key, and you can have a section marker, or a beat marker, right? Now, because I'm talking and doing it at the same time, you'll see. I'm going to put in a section marker and measure markers, and it's an up-tempo swing. So. All right, that's probably all we're going to have time to do today. So backing up here, I don't need that, but I'll put my section marker right on the first beat of the song. And actually, I'm going to pause my recording and make sure that I have the windows lined up the way I want. Yeah, so that's cool. All right, so while I figure this out, I'm going to be also writing it down. So I got my notation software up over here, Sibelius. So now I'm going to go back to the transcription software, and I think I'll take I'll just leave it like this. This is fine. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is figure out the progression. And one of the nice things about this software is it will actually suggest chords, although there's not a chord being played. It will tell you what the notes are, though. That sounds like some kind of D minor scale in the bass, right? You always want to go for the bass. Like this. There's a D note. It tells you right down here. Now, it's not infallible because you have drums and stuff in there that just create, areas of just noise. Multiple, not defined pitches. I don't want to say drummers are just making noise, but yeah! Okay, so it's D minor. I'm going to say D minor. We can hear the organ punches here. Let's go. That's cool, like a D minor 11 sound. Something like that. And then same note on the top, so that doesn't sound quite right on the guitar, but who knows, on the B3 it could be working. Anyway, we're just trying to figure out what the chord is, so I'm just going to go back here and put a generic D minor 7 over that bar. Okay, so that's from here. Okay, so now there's a different chord in measure 9. And actually, this is a pretty good suggestion. C minor 9. It sounds like the bass player starting right on a C. So in measure 9, that's down here, I'll put C minor 9. And going back to this, and I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Okay, so that is an F7 chord of some kind. That's the melody note I'm playing on the top, that sharp 9 on it. So I'm just going to write F7 there, because we're going to be soloing over these chords, and it could very well be that just the minimum shell of the chord is played so that the solo can have more freedom. And then this is a 2-5-1, right? A 2-5-1 in B flat. And it's actually suggesting a chord that sounds right to me. B flat 6-9. Yeah, so we'll put that here. B flat 6, 9. Actually, I should just put a triad, yeah. And then we're going back to D minor. So that's probably A7. Yeah. So maybe let's call that A7 for now, at least. And then we got some more D minor. Okay, so that's the section. I'm going to put a double byline here. And this will be enough for today. We'll probably spend about a half an hour on this, just this section here. So I'm going to keep it at 70%. And here's where the melodic ear comes in. The crowd is screaming in the background. Okay. All right, so those are eighth notes in that tempo. Beep, 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 beep. And then down another D, right? So I'm going to skip over the and of 3 down and put D there, down in that octave. D, beep, 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 beep. And then on the next measure, da, that sounds like an F. And then another, whoops, that's a G. Da, da, da. And then another rest. And then on beat 3, we got ba-da-doo-da. So that's 4 eighth notes. And I believe that that is starting on, we'll call it G sharp, right? So, and then da, another D down there, and then F. So let's just play this. See if the machine. All right, sounds accurate. Sounds mechanical. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to get a bar ahead of time for context. The next line starts with measure 5. It's the same stuff. Well, except here there's a pickup note on the beat 4. So here I'm going to put a, wait, wrong bar, sorry. Over here, that's a quarter rest and another, yeah. I should make that an 8th, I guess. Or this note here, I could make it an 8th note, or I could just put a staccato mark on it, or I could just realize that in this style, any note that's in a spot like this is gonna be short anyway. That's actually true of all of these. I could make these longer if I just wanted it to be easier to read. I could leave them as quarter notes, and it would still probably feel right if once I knew what I was trying to make it feel like. But there will be long notes that do have to be notated with the proper duration. Yeah. Okay, so that sounds like pretty much the same stuff except for the last da 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 da. The last 2 notes are different, right? So I'm going to copy this, put it down here. Don't need that extra chord symbol, but this da 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 da. So after this A, we got da, a C, and then another A. Da da, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Right. So okay, so that we're just empty up until the pickup into measure 9. And that sounds like the sax and guitar playing different things. The sax is doing something louder. But the guitar is going. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. B flat. Well, that makes sense because we're going into these changes here. So, but I only want one melody line, so I'm just going to go with the louder one on the bottom. It seems like the main melody to me. So that starts on the and of 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so right here we're going to have a D, da, da, and then an E flat on beat 4, and then another D up here that ties over to a D on the C minor 9 chord. And that's on the end of 4, that high G sharp. So I'm going to make this a dotted half note so it's sustained throughout the measure, tie it over to an 8th note, and then here we got da, yeah. Kind of a typical jazz chromatic thing. Make sure I'll do it slower. I'll shut it down to half speed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Maybe quarter speed. Now you can't miss it. But I'm not going to do that all day because it is pretty slow. Put it back up at 70. Okay, so this note from D, I got Okay, so I'm going to have a G and a G sharp and a G flat. So I don't want all those accidentals. So I'm going to make this an A flat, even though in a way it's not correct over the F chord. It's a minor third when it's really theoretically a sharp 9. But it makes it easier to read this way. So now I got G, G flat, and then F. Oh, I'm sorry. Another A flat there. Whoops. There you go, A flat. And now the F. I think that's what I heard. Let's go check that out. Yeah. Okay, so now an E flat. Whoops, wait a minute. Before I get there, I gotta move ahead. Then a D flat, and then a C, tying over the B flat chord. I like that lick. I'm gonna steal that. So what do we got now? There's 2 C's there. I'm just going to go with the longest. Yeah, make that another dotted half tied on to an 8th note. And then there's another C. And I think that one's actually da da da. Yeah. Da da. So that's a quarter note there. Da da. And then we get some more 8th notes. So this is a B flat. Yeah, we got some little alteration going on this 5 chord in the key of D minor. That's the flat 9 on that chord. This little note in here after the next note, it's really quiet. I'm going to see what happens if I try to take some bass notes away. I'll do it like this. That might be too much. Oh yeah, I can really hear that. The horn is playing kind of a funny note. Da, 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 da. You don't need to hear it over and over again. I think it's right there, and it's an F sharp on this chord. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's kind of funny. That's cool. So I would guess I would have to say that this da, 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 is that A dominant diminished. So from here, we got an F sharp, da, and then an A. da da da. That's just a D minor scale. So A, G, F, E. Oh, all right, and that's F natural. So let me just play that back. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to tie that one over to another E. And I think that one goes on for a while. Oh no, there's a B, yada, 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 trill. But I'm not going to write that down. Yeah, let's just leave it like that. And then the next section is going to be the same as this measure up here with just that one note before the thing starts over. Okay, so we just transcribed 16 bars. That's going to work. Let's see. So I'm going to leave it at that. I've probably been talking to you for like a half an hour now, so that's way more than you probably have patience for. Nonetheless, I want to thank you for checking this video out. And if you have any questions about what we're doing here, ask them, and I will try to answer every one. And if you possibly can, please subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell, and you will be alerted whenever I come back with another video. All right, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.